The stories of Esther in the Bible are about a beautiful young woman who became a queen, but she was so much more than that. She was courageous in the face of adversity, and she faced fear and did what was right, and God was faithful to her. She accepted and used her position for the good of all of her people. John Evans has been a caregiver with Senior Home Companions for over 2 years. He was recently faced with a situation with a client where the client needed to go to the emergency room. The client told John, "I don't want to go to the emergency room." But John persisted, and as the client was rolled out of his house, he said, "I'm sure I'll thank you for this later." Fortunately, John did the right thing by getting him to the hospital quickly, and the family was so incredibly grateful for John's persistence and his courageous acts. John was courageous in the face of adversity, much like Esther was. Queen Esther was a servant leader that selflessly placed the Jews before herself, and even at the price of possibly losing her own life. Esther is a true hero because of the loyalty she had to her people. Loyalty can make all the difference in a relationship, as we all know, especially as Senior Home Companions between a client and a caregiver. Karen has been a caregiver for over 15 years, every day with Mrs. A. She helped her around the house, helped with her personal care, but most importantly, became a best friend to her. They enjoyed lunch outings daily, and Karen even accompanied Mrs. A on several vacations. On one particular vacation to Florida, Karen became ill, and Karen's mother even flew to Florida to care for not only Karen, but to care for Mrs. A as well. The loyalty ran deep between this client, her caregiver, and even the caregiver's mother, who came to assist with Karen and Mrs. A. When I think of people putting others' needs before their own, I think of our longtime client, Mrs. D's team of caregivers. She had a team of caregivers 24/7 for 11 years. She was bedbound, but wow, was she well taken care of at her bedside. She loved beautiful fresh flowers, and every week the caregivers made certain that they were on a table by her bedside. She also loved to eat great food, and whatever her heart's desire was, her caregiving team made that happen. When a caregiver was ill, another member of the caregiver team would step up so that Mrs. D always had a familiar face at her bedside. Loyalty, courage, and putting one's needs in front of our own are characteristics that defined Esther. I think many of us would like to be remembered like Esther was. I know I would. I challenge you today to think about what 3 words would others use to describe you. Are they making an impact on other people? Thank you.